Hello folks and welcome to another episode of Shogun Total War, where I'm playing as Clan Shimazu, and in the last episode I did start my attack into northern Japan. I took the Mikawa province off of Clan Imagawa, and this is where things start to get a little awkward because I am still allied with Clan Uesugi and they are very powerful. If I take a look at the throne room here, they are in the dark blue. They control all of these northern provinces, which I happen to know are very rich provinces, so I know they are powerful. They also are hugged up against me here in Hida and Kaga. And together we are at war with these black provinces, which is Takeda. So to avoid Clan Uesugi, I can simply just start going through western Japan and taking out Totomi and Shinano. And I really do want Shinano. You see, if Clan Uesugi takes Shinano, and then I have to continue working around that as well, well, that's a huge province. That doesn't give me a whole lot of room to work with. And then it gets even more awkward for me. Also, to top it all off, it looks like Uesugi is looking like taking Shinano very soon. They have this emissary spying here in Shinano, and that's usually an indication that they're looking at checking it out to attack soon. So I am really tempted to attack this turn. If things go perfectly, I can essentially pull Clan Uesugi into allying and assisting me in this battle here in Shinano, which would be really cool actually. I don't get to fight a lot of those battles very often where I have an ally on my side taking out an enemy together. And to top it all off, we have these two legendary generals in Uesugi Kenshin and Takeda Shingen. They both start off as 6-star generals, and historically they're very awesome. They had this incredible rivalry where they essentially fought just a ton of battles here in this province, here in Shinano. So they had this great respect for each other. Takeda Shingen eventually did die. I think he was shot by a gun here in Mikawa province. I'm a little vague on these details. I don't know, like I've said before, I don't know a whole lot about this time in history, but I believe he was shot here and he either died from that wound later on, or maybe he died of just an illness later on. I can't remember precisely, but it was said that Uesugi Kenshin, when he heard of Takeda Shingen's death, he did shed a tear, and he I think he wrote a poem or something because he had such a great respect for Takeda Shingen. They were such great rivals for such a long time that he was sad when he lost this enemy they respected. So I'm thinking I am gonna go right for Shinano on this turn. I do have some full stacks composed the way that I want them. I have this one led by this 2-star general, Amura Sumitada, and then my daimyo here, and then I have a 3-star Arima Yoshimoto. Or Yoshitomo. I keep on saying that incorrectly. This is another full stack. This one I think is not quite. Yeah, these are just reserves. This isn't an army that's composed the way I want it to be composed. I do have my oldest son, my heir here in Echizen. This is a good full stack. He's just kind of hanging out defending this province here. And then I have my my second oldest son, who's just getting to their front lines. I will have him take over, I think, this army here. And that will happen 2 turns from now. But I think I'm going to attack right away. Now, this is where it gets a little weird. So if I do end up attacking with Arima Yoshitomo, we're looking at a 3-star general on the same battlefield with a 6-star and a 6-star. I really, really hope that Uesugi Kenshin comes and helps me out. That'd be awesome. Otherwise, it'd just be a 3-star versus a 6-star. Shinano is a very easy province to defend, but again, the AI doesn't play it the way I would like to play it. So frankly, for me, I don't think I've ever lost a battle attacking Shinano. It's something that I've gotten down to a science, more or less. However, I think that has to happen now. I can't wait for my 4-star second oldest son. I think I have to attack with this 3-star because just the fact that there is an emissary from Uesugi here in Shinano, it gives me the clue that they're looking to attack soon. If not now, literally, they might be attacking on this turn that I attack. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move my emissary into Kai. This is the capital of the Takeda clan, so I'm going to go here and check this place out. Yeah, so in the meantime, I'm going to get my soldiers set up, and I'll get back at the end of the turn, okay? Okay, now I have my build orders put in, I have my soldiers moved up. I think I'm just about ready to do or die time, I suppose. So I'm going to take... I'll have my daimyo move into Totomi. They'll probably run away from this, and then I'll have Harima Yoshitomo come here into Shinano. This is a good, decent... Yeah, that's a good full stack right there. And then what I have in mind is I'll hold back with everything else. I think I can do enough damage on this one turn just by myself. However, if Uesugi does tend to come to my assistance, then I should win that battle. But we'll see how that one goes. And then moving forward, I will want another full stack to assist with Shinano. See, the thing with taking Shinano too early is that it borders so many provinces. It's so easy to attack, essentially, because you know, look at this. It's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 provinces. I know Imagawa's still hanging on to Echi province up here. I think that's their last province that they have. And Imagawa is allied with Takeda. So if I do take Shinano, Imagawa might, you know, try to take me out here in Shinano, and then Takeda still has these bunch of provinces here that they can attack Shinano from, so it's risky to do early on. Also, at any point Uesugi can backstab me. For the time being, they might want to just work with me to help take on Takeda together, but at any point, if they think there's a weakness, they can just go for me, and that's something that worries me here in Mino and here in Echizen. Now, Echizen, in my opinion, is the most defensible non-river province in the game. It's something that I think that my oldest son will be able to handle by himself very well. Now here in Mino, it's also a very defensible province, but just a little less so than Echizen, so this is kind of where I'm worried about that strike coming in. Also, I don't have that properly composed full stack here without this one who I sent into battle here in Shinano. These are just basically reserves. They're not really composed the way that I'd like to have an army composed to actually fight a battle. So this makes me a little nervous. Also, it makes me nervous that maybe Uesugi won't come and help just because they want to essentially, you know, defend here from me. So they might want to make sure they hold Hida province instead of letting this get weak. So they might not attack Shinano, at least from here. Maybe they'll attack Shinano. I know they have Echigo, so maybe they can attack Shinano from here. So anyway, we'll see about that. I think that's the plan. I will be reinforcing next turn with this army. I'll bring this into Shinano just so I can have, you know, more stacks. That is, if I win the battle, of course. I'll have more stacks here in Shinano to help defend this province. Yeah, so it's going to be really tricky to, you know, hold that if I am able to take it. I just put a bunch of build orders in for units and all of my unit production facilities. So that should be fine. I'm not building any, not putting any new building orders in right now. It's going to be another turn or two before Shimazu Yoshihisa is here and commanding this army. So I think that's good for now. I'm going to end the turn. Just real quick. Let me just... Yep, that's still very low. Alright, let's go. Enter. Okay, Lord Takeda has retreated from Totomi. So I took that province, that's good, and Clan Uesugi did not reinforce me. So Takeda was able to reinforce Shinano. I'm looking at a 1-3 battle, basically. I'm going to fight this one anyway, just because I think that I can still essentially beat the first stack. If I have to retreat after that, that's okay. Yeah, bummer. It's too bad that Clan Uesugi did not reinforce. I'm looking. It looks like Takeda Shingen isn't here anymore. It looks like it's just the daimyo instead. Whereas, yeah, it's just a daimyo and then another 4-star general and 1-star general. I'm not seeing Takeda Shingen, so it looks like he went elsewhere. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to get into it and fight this one and see what I can do, okay? Ooh, fog. Man, I feel like there's been a lot of fog this this campaign. You know, I just don't want to... I don't want fog. I'm going to wait. There, fine day. Yeah, typically I'm kind of a come what may kind of guy, but I'm just kind of tired of fighting fog. I feel like I've had a lot of battles like this in this campaign so far. So anyway, as you can see, this is the much talked about province, and it is a doozy to attack. I mean, look at it. It's just mountainous. It has this ravine right going down the middle. Now, when I like to defend, I like to go right up here and essentially, you know, you can just basically defend. The army is right there. The attacking army is right there, so it's easy to defend this hill. If I have to fall back, I can fall back to some of these hills back here. However, the way the AI plays it typically is they just kind of go on this ridge here, which it's not the worst, but it's, I don't know. I can typically just kind of go up here, face off with them, and typically do okay. A lot of times we end up fighting just in, you know, down here a little bit, which doesn't work out well for them. So I don't mind attacking Shinano. It's one of those provinces that I feel like I do okay at. So let's time for me to put my money where my mouth is. So I'm gonna get my troops set up and I'll be right with you, okay? Okay, I got my army all grouped up, and now it's time to race up this hill. Yeah, so as you can see, they're in the back there. They did not take this ridge. Now they are, looks like they are shifting. They are moving a little bit. There is some heavy duty cavalry in the back. There's some, not the cavalry archers, yeah, the Naginata cavalrymen. Those are some pretty tough dudes, so hopefully I can get up here before they do. So actually, with that in mind, let me race my light cavalry to the top just in case I need to. Yeah, so they are pushing hard. They are pushing hard and aggressively, and since Takeda is known for the cavalry, they might end up with a decent little position. It's something that I'm frankly not used to fighting, and I think I mentioned earlier is that I'm not really used to fighting Takeda late game, honestly, when I'm playing as Shimazu. It's not something that happens very often, so yeah, they're going right for my archers here. I do have some spears and some Nodachi swordsmen in position to help out. Let's see if I can get my horses around to help out. I can get my general. And those Naginata cavalry right there are very heavy duty. They're very tough, so let's see if I can. Now, Yari cavalry will take them 1-to-1 head on. At least they will typically. Okay, I need you to march. I need to charge faster. Okay, so these are running away. Now I just need to get down these Naginata cavalrymen right there. The Yari cavalry will typically take them one-on-one, but there we go. Okay, so they're all breaking. Now I need these guys to move up this hill. Get up this hill. Get up this hill. So yeah, already this has gotten pretty awkward just because that was a very aggressive push that kind of got me off guard, quite frankly. Wasn't expecting to have to defend on a battle where I'm attacking, but that's how it goes sometimes. That's how this game keeps it fresh. Alright, got some archers up here already. That's something that I'm not too worried about, just because, you know, I have infantry coming, so I'm gonna get those guys going, and let's see, what else do I want to do? If I can get... Alright, now we got Heavy Cav and Yari Cav coming downhill and attacking me. So if I can get some spears somewhere. What are they doing? Yari Cav, Yari Samurai. Okay, so turn around and fight these guys. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. And I should be able to hold off this attack from these guys. Spears and my high attack Nodachi swordsman should do okay. And how about here? Yari Cav. Chase off those archers, and then maybe, just maybe, I can actually get the daimyo here, just because, you know, they're throwing the daimyo right into the mix. So let's see. This is so sloppy, holy moly. Alright, so they are, looks like they are making some progress here, so that's not good. I want to, okay, I want my guns. Okay, so they're going that way. And alright, so now I have some of these soldiers up top here, and I can get them to start coming down on the soldiers that have essentially come all the way around. Maybe get some supporting fire like so. And what are we looking at? Okay, they are starting to lose here. Some of them are starting to lose. Maybe I can get these guys in the battle. A lot of archers, a lot of archers. And what do we got here? A lot more archers. Okay. Did I lose my horses? Yeah, it looks like my cavalry is gone. Alright, looks like they're down to 5 for the daimyo's bodyguard. And let's see, cavalry. Okay, they did get a break, so let's see. What can I do here? Okay, so I got some guns that are standing idle, so I can bring my guns up. Maybe I can bring them up here, like so. And these guys as well. Okay, so the enemy, alright, so the daimyo is running away, so hopefully we can catch him here. That'd be a nice catch. That'd be kind of a good way to salvage the situation. And are we getting some gunfire? Nice if we can shoot these guys. No, those are, yeah, horses are gonna take out my guns there. If I can get some infantry down here to help out, that'd be good. Let's see, okay, we killed the enemy daimyo, so that should be good. Hopefully that will break the enemy morale. Let's see, they are all running away. Yes, they are. And what about down here? What are we looking at? Okay, so these are all running away. Okay, so I essentially just want them to kill as many of them as possible. Probably, since I don't have any cavalry, I'm not going to be able to catch any of these guys. There's already some more archers rallying and coming back for me. Honestly, at this point, I'm just thinking, just because that was such a brutal... that ended up being not what I was expecting at all. And if you look at my kill ratio, that's not in my favor at all. I took the bad end of that. However, getting the enemy daimyo on this one is kind of the silver lining. I would say it's still not exactly worth it. Just because I'm going to have to build up a lot of troops after this fiasco. And in addition to that, that also means that Takeda Shingen, who before was just an heir, is now going to become the daimyo of this clan, a 6-star daimyo, which is pretty scary. So, ended up not going in my favor at all. Holy moly. I mean, that was just something that I was not expecting. That. I mean, maybe I should have been expecting that. I typically play against, when I'm fighting in Shinano, I'm typically playing against Uesugi, or, you know, I'm going against Tojo or something. So it's not one of those things where I often will, you know, face Takeda this late in the game. So, yeah, that charge caught me off guard. Looks like my units are having some issues with the pathfinding here. They're trying to get around this cliff face, and they're just getting shot to bits instead. So hopefully I'm just trying to retreat my guys and get them back. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So yeah, I'm just going to skip ahead to when I have my army safely out of here. Okay. Alright, I was able to get my soldiers off of that battlefield, and let's look at the carnage. Yeah, so they killed about 75 more than I was able to. So pretty rough, yeah, silver lining, I got the daimyo, but not sure if it was worth it in this case. Alright, Uesugi clan is now the most advanced clan in all of Japan. No other clan can match their level of development. That's typically what they do. They typically tech up and become very high-tech units and armies. So Lord Takeda has been killed in battle. His son has taken over command of the Takeda clan. And the other bad thing about what I just did was that I've given... so Clan Uesugi now, frankly, has a better chance of taking Shinano because I've just weakened it for them. So Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So it's gonna take me some while to build back up from that. So I did take Totomi, so there's that. It's pretty much a useless province. It doesn't really give me a whole lot, so oh well. But anyway, I'm gonna get my soldiers organized and get to you when I'm ready to move on to the next turn. Okay, and I got all my troops moved up and my build orders put in for this turn. Probably not gonna have enough money for all of the soldiers I just built, but whatever, I'll just go with it. I'm gonna have a new treasury for next turn. And I'm thinking, so I'm not quite ready to do a real attack on Shinano, but I think just to kind of keep them off of my daimyo here in Totomi, I think I'll just do another one of my classic feigned attacks, and just to kind of draw their attention here and make sure they're still, you know, staying here in Shinano. With that, I wonder if now maybe Clan Uesugi will help me out with my feigned attack. If they do, then I might be tempted to actually make it a real attack. If anything, just to weaken these forces of Clan Uesugi here in Hida, but in any case, I do have my second oldest son, my 4-star general here in Mino. He's not ready to move into Shinano because he was just moved into Mino on this turn, so he can't be in charge of this army quite yet. Instead, I'm going right to Arima Yoshitomo, who was the general who used to be a 3-star general, and he lost a rank, and now he's down to 2 stars after that that loss here in Shinano. So not going too well for him. Also, this siege in Totomi is going to be taking a while. 3 seasons, so 4 turns. Not a big fan of that. Also, some decent soldiers here as well. They got Naginata cavalry, and that's a good medium cavalry. It's not as defensive as heavy cavalry, but they have really good charge, good attack. Tough unit to deal with, and as you saw, I mean, they did a lot of damage to me in that battle. So, all right, I think I'm ready to end the turn there, and yes, okay, let's go. Yep, so insufficient funds, I saw that one coming. And I got the citadel is finished being built in Yamashiro. That's very good. Now I can move on to start building the cathedral. Oh no. Oh man. Huh. Interesting. So they just gave up Shinano. Interesting. Now they have a lot of soldiers. And I'm very tempted because so what happens if I abandon this province, then they've just given up Shinano for Totomi, which is a very bad move in their from their point of view. And I could just do that. I could just abandon this province. Totomi is a very flat province. There's no good hills to just sit on and defend. So my 900 versus their 2,376 probably wouldn't go very well, especially just because their cavalry will be very good on the flatlands, right? In the wide open flatlands. There just really isn't anything good to defend yourself in. No forests, no hills. So it probably wouldn't be good for me. Also, to top it all off, just in case you haven't noticed by now, my Shimazu armies are better for attacking. They don't have a lot of like heavy armor or anything like that, so they're not good at like sitting and taking a beating. They're better at dishing it out. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna abandon this province and then take this gift essentially and hold on to Shinano. Right. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I lost that province. And then I took Shinano and destroyed 3 buildings and pillaged 875 koku. Okay, so a bad harvest down to 9,879, so that's not good. Huh, interesting. So now that's mine. Well, now that I have it, I don't know if I really want it. Look, this is what I was saying. Like, having Shinano, you're just surrounded by everything. Like, you don't really want Shinano unless you already have a few other provinces around you. And I know most of Takeda's strength is here in Totomi, but even these forces here in Kazuke and Musashi are, well, okay, that's basically nothing. So that's fine. But I'm more and more worried about my own ally, Uesugi, right? Because, you know, we got some forces here, get some forces here. They might not attack from Ichigo just because they do have some more Takeda provinces to worry about over here. More worried about all of this here in Hida. I'm kind of worried about this making a move eventually. If not Mino, then Shinano. So, and to top it all off, Imagawa, who is Takeda's ally. So they don't have good soldiers, but they do have a few archers in that one. Mostly Ashigaru in this one. So it's not great. And they probably don't want to attack anyway, just because, you know, if they attack, then Uesugi can take this province, their last province, off of them. So I think the idea is that I need to just reinforce Shinano as quickly as possible. The good news is, and I hate to say this because, you know, these people, they're not just computers, they're real. So yeah, the good news is that as far as generals go, Arima Yoshitomo, if anything were to befall him that is bad, then at least it's not one of my sons. Sorry. But that's the truth of the matter in this situation. However, with that being said, should I send my son? I don't know. Because I still have to defend was this Mino? Yeah, I still have to defend Mino. Huh. And I do... So I should attack Totomi, even though, like, that's not... Yeah, because, yeah, attacking... I like attacking. I know I just, like, ran away from this battle, but attacking is a little bit more in my style, just because if I can defeat that first stack, I can just withdraw. And I like the sounds of that. That's something that... You know, in Shinano, it was kind of half and half, right? I was able to kill a few, but, you know, they did enough damage to me to where I just had to get out of there before I lost any more. So in this case, I feel like I can better dictate the flow of the battle by attacking. So I can do that, and then, yeah, I guess reinforce with this army to... Shinano, and then what else? And then I might just keep my second oldest son here in Mino to defend. Anywho, I'll get my troops moved around and I'll get back to you in a second. And here we are, got my soldiers moved up. I have my armies filled out a little bit. This army with my second oldest son here, Shimazu Yoshihisa, is all ready and set to go. He's ready here to defend Mino against any, you know, attacks if Uesugi wanted to attack. I am going to go for it and try to take Totomi here with my daimyo. And let's see, I did move up this army to help reinforce here in Shinano. Now, I didn't put any new build orders in for units because... Some of my units didn't finish being built because, as I've said before, the way that the progression goes for end turns is always left to right. So my lefternmost units to get built, but some of my units over here, for example, this unit of arquebusiers and Owari did not get built. So I'll let any units over here finish being built, and I did put some building orders in. And just so I don't know where I'm at budget-wise, I don't want to put more units in. Hopefully I do have more money, but I'll just see where that goes. I do, so I have this cathedral being built finally. This is what I was going for. This is the one that once this is in, then I start making a profit, a 200 koku a year profit from every church that I have. Turns out, so I thought it was a 8 church requirement. Turns out it was only a 6 church requirement, which, whatever. Whatever. It just means I'm making more money because it's money per church. So 6 turns from now, I'll be able to get that, making some good money for me. And it's expensive though, 1,000 koku, but that's going to be worth it in no time. Also, what that allows me to do is once I have that cathedral, then I can make the better gun units from my Portuguese trading posts. I'll be able to produce muskets, so that's cool. Also, I did a few other things. What am I doing? A famous sword dojo here in Satsuma, so I can be making Nodachi swordsman with +1 honor. So that, in addition to the honor bonus from Satsuma, means they'll be getting +2 honor. It's really good. And let's see, also building a palace here in Nagato to give my archers that are being produced here +1 to the morale. I was thinking about a famous armory, but palace is just a little bit cheaper. So I can do that famous armory a little bit better, or a little later. Let's see, I don't think I was doing anything else. Yeah, I had to go a little light on that. I am building a couple more ports here in Izumo and Bichu. So that, yeah, I just want to see where my money is at after all of these being put in. So let's see, just check this. I do have a couple more heirs coming right up, actually. 1 2 years away, 1 3 years away. So something to keep an eye on. Probably not going to happen in this episode, but something I have to keep an eye on for the future. And let's see, I think I'm ready to end turn. It's a little dicey. I know 2 sacks feels like it feels in my soul that should be enough, but we will see how that works here in Shinano. That's the thing with taking it too early, and this is definitely this is the definition of too early. When you have it, but it still borders 8 provinces that are not yours, that's too early. So should be getting a lot of attention here, should be frankly some battles here, and we will see how this goes here. They might frankly retreat from Totomi and try to attack Shinano, so that would be fine with me. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to do the best I can and then retreat. I'm basically just trying to pull their attention here so that they don't take Shinano. So alright, that should be good. Ready to end turn. Wait, triple check my tax rate's very low. Yes, it is. End turn. Alright, so I got a port finished being built in Shikogu, so that's more money for me. That's good. Another port, more money for me. And they attacked Mikawa. Interesting. Wow. I literally was thinking as I was moving my soldiers around, there's no way they're going to attack Mikawa. Oh, and they decided to retreat. So good. It's a river province. The AI is typically very hesitant to attack river provinces. So they retreated. And now, let me click on this to show you what's probably going to happen next. Okay, that's not what I was talking about, but sweet. I got a ninja that was caught in Shinano. So now, oh, that's what happens. So that's, okay, that's really bizarre. Okay, I've seen this before. It's a really bizarre thing, but when you attack, literally like from the same province that that the enemy is attacking to, they basically kind of like met each other in the middle and decided to retreat. So I didn't get to go through with my attack because I was essentially defending Mikawa. So that's how that worked. It's weird. But yeah, that's how that worked. And let's see. I guess I just want to do it again because I do want to kind of thin down these forces. It's just a lot and it scares me. Oh yeah, I can look at what they have. So Naginata cavalry, cavalry archers, Yari cav archers. The infantry is pretty, I mean, that's the thing. The infantry is light on the melee infantry side of things, but there's a lot of archers in addition to the cav archers. So there's, oh, okay, this one has a few spears, a few Yari Sams, a few Ashigarus, kind of beat up in some places. And some more cav archers. So it's just a ton of archers, which, as I've said before, doesn't really work out against my armies, or it kind of hard counters my armies. The ones that I'm building are very attacky. They don't really have heavy armor. they don't do great against those archery duels, and I don't have a lot of cavalry. I just have one group of Yarikath for cleanup duty, essentially. So that's a lot to deal with, and my bread and butter of my army, which is the Nodachi swordsmen, have light armor. So it's kind of a tricky thing. Obviously, I've chosen this. I understand this is the way I've decided to play Clan Shimazu. I get it. There's obviously easier ways to do this. It's just that for the way that I'm trying to roleplay this campaign, these archer heavy armies are tricky to deal with. So, I'll have a think on that, and I'll get back to you in a second, okay? There we are, and I kept it simple for this turn. Turns out I still have plenty of money to build soldiers, so that's good. I just queued up did my rounds and queued up a bunch of soldiers for my provinces. Not building any more buildings, I just need more soldiers because this is starting to get a little dicey here. Gonna do another round 2 here on Totomi, see if I can, get a battle, quite frankly. And here in Mikawa, just reinforcements that were sitting here in Owari. Let's see, other than that, just moving soldiers around and moving up my agents and what have you. And I think I'm just ready to move right on. Things are getting dicey. I get nervous around this time of the campaign. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget about my emissary. If he stops moving, he might get tracked down by a ninja and he might get killed. See, that's what I'm talking about fighting Uesugi. Look at that. Look at how many archers there are. That's insane. That's, oh gosh, look at it. Oh man. See, that's why I just, want to, I guess, hold off on fighting them for as long as I can, but that's also not the best option either, so... Alright. End turn. See what happens. Okay. This is looking a little bit more winnable in this case. Yeah, actually might win it. We'll see. I did see also an attack being made by Takeda Shingen against one of Uesugi's provinces, so I'm interested to see what happened with that after this battle, I suppose. So I'm gonna go into this and fight this and see what I can do. Alright, as I was saying before, Totomi is pretty flat, and yeah, I wasn't lying. It's not a whole lot going on here. Wind, I will take it, sure, I guess. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Oh, I was tempted. I thought for a second about going and looking for a rainy day, just because the rain would hinder all of the archers that Takeda has, but rain would make it so that my guns won't shoot, so never mind. Alright, I'm just gonna get my soldiers grouped up. Alright, I got them all grouped up, and I think instead of like I did before where I just kind of started attacking right away, instead I'm just gonna get them grouped up before the attack happens. How about that for a novel idea? So with that being said, yeah, I think, okay, that's fine. And I'll just go with... How's that for a formation? That looks okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then for this one, I want... that? Does that work? Or no? I want something else. There we go. That's the one I want. I couldn't remember what formation I was using for a second there. And out here, simple enough. I just want to have my guns lined up out front. And let's see, what else am I doing? Okay. Nodachi here, and some reserve Nodachi here as well. And then just have my Yari Cav in the back as reserves and have my general also in the back. Alright, that should do. And looks like they are advancing as they tend to do. Yeah, it's a decent, it's a decent force, honestly. But, yeah, it's a lot of cavalry. A lot of cavalry, a lot of archers. So it's important that I get my soldiers formed up before they reach me. So this is the way that I like to form up my Shimazu armies. I'm, halfway through the campaign and I'm just now showing you. So I like to have a center formation of archers and spearmen working together. They're all in one group, so just with the click of a button, I can kind of move them whether I want archers forward or spears forward. All depends on one click of the button. On my left flank, I like to use spearmen and Nodachi working together. Spearmen to essentially screen my Nodachi and take any charges from cavalry, and Nodachi to do the actual flanking and killing. Right flank is kind of... it's kind of like the left flank, except instead of Nodachi, I have my guns. Spears, again, do the screening, and they take on cavalry and, hold up melee forces. Guns to do the shooting and killing. Couple reserve forces of Nodachi soldiers behind my main force of archers and spearmen. And then defensive light cavalry, basically just doing mop-up duty. And general, who... if not my daimyo, I would just be doing like an archer unit or Yari spearman unit, something like that. That's how I like to play my Shimazu armies. I'm just so excited to finally get to like show you that because I haven't had a chance. I've been playing like with scrappy armies, or I've been playing with armies that got charged by cavalry too soon. So in any case, let's see if I can actually showcase how this army works on the battlefield. Or maybe I just, lose and I suck because, I'm out of practice or something. But we'll see if it works. I have to be careful of all this cavalry charging my guns before I am able to get my spears ahead of them. Looks like Takeda is advancing on me, so that's a good thing, I guess. I think what I'm going to do with my center force is move them into more defensive formation with the spears out front, just because if Takeda does charge quickly, I want the spears to be able to take that charge, obviously. And then, let's see, maybe move my guns and spearmen just a little behind the main force, just so it can be screened a little bit. And I'm just going to reform my ranks just a little bit here. Maybe move these guys a little defensively, just because it looks like I'm going to get flanked by cavalry. And if I'm going to get flanked by cavalry, what I'm thinking is maybe bringing up the Yari samurai to again, play defensively like that. Now, I have my guns. Are they shooting yet? No, they're still not shooting. And anything offensive. So a couple groups of infantry coming this way, so they might get a fight there. And what else am I looking at? So yeah, a lot of cavalry archers. I do have a decent amount of archers myself, so I should be able to fight back in that regard. Let's see, do I want to... So we got a retreat going. So yeah, looks like that we have a bit of a retreat. I think I can probably send my Yari Cav and maybe just straight up go for it here. Maybe that's a little too risky. I can send my flank out to assist them, and my center is getting beaten up by all of those archers. That is the thing here. But my guns are gonna come out and they're gonna start taking shots, and hopefully this isn't too premature. My Yari Cav should be able to defeat... okay, I didn't see that there was Yari Cavalry here, so that's bad. But these are some really good offensive soldiers. My Nodachi and my Spearmen should be able to help even that out. And let's see, anything else I want to bring up? They should be shooting here. Hopefully they can get another shot in. Are they going to get another shot in? Oh man, okay. They scared me for a minute there. I thought they were going to actually make it to my lines. I can thin my guns out a little bit more, and let's see if I can... Looks like my cavalry did get melted. That's really too bad. I did not I didn't even notice this group of Yari cavalry in there. And that's just not a fight that I should take. I should not put my cav up against their, I mean, melee cav, that is. And they got a little overextended here as well. So let's see if I can collapse and just kind of try to save these groups. And in that case, I can try to bring my center up to assist as well, so I don't just leave these guys high and dry like that. And if that's going to keep going, I'm going to bring them up, and I can bring my daimyo up as well. And how are we looking over here? So right flank looks like they've been pretty self-sufficient. They were able to kind of clear out all of these guys, and so I was able to kill the enemy general, so that's good. I'm a little bit worried about the state of my forces going forward into taking on the next wave, just because I did take a lot of damage in the center itself. Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if I should just run away or hang on. And I'm tempted to hang on. I think there's a chance that I can kind of, you know, actually take this province in this attack. I think so. Maybe. There's a chance. It's just a lot of archers and cavalry. So, oops, I gotta bring these guys back. I'll just move up slowly but surely and see how I want to play this. There are still some archers on the field. Like I said, I did lose my cavalry, so it's a big bummer. It's tough losing cavalry that early in the battle. That's something that I've been bad at a lot, is being too aggressive with my cavalry and then losing them. So still have my daimyo, of course, but I'm not trying to risk him too early. I got my right flank a little exposed here, so probably want to get these guys back if I can. And how are we looking? Another attack. Got archers, 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 archers. Just a bunch of archers. So yeah, we'll see. It's tough. It's like I've said before. That's tough with my army. The way that my army is designed does not fight archers very well. Can keep pressuring the flanks. In situations like this where the enemy does have a skirmish advantage, it can work if you just kind of close the noose on them slowly but surely. Just keep on coming around them, close down the distance. Obviously I will be taking some knocks, obviously they will be getting a lot of shots in, but if I can see, that's the thing. They're running away just because I'm closing in. I'm closing the noose. It's slowly but surely. Even though I'm not really doing any damage to them, I'm able to kind of scare them off, and hopefully I could win this battle just by doing that. And we will see. It's not the prettiest for sure. I mean, look at the kill ratio is pretty much it's not even, but like it's not that great either, so we'll see how that goes. Don't want to keep bringing these guys up, don't want to forget them. And let's see how we going with them. Just keep bringing them up. And you can also see how I'm microing my armies. Since I'm just doing it by groups, I'm oops, misclick there. I like to advance with the center and give my flanks room to maneuver. And then the reserves can be brought up later. Since I do not want my reserve Nodachis to be shot by arrows, I like to keep them in back. And I'd rather have my archers, and I'd rather have my spearmen be shot. Alright, just keep closing this noose. Some more archers, and archers, archers, archers. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But just slowly but surely bringing these guys up. I can start bringing my guns up as well. Try to get them involved against some of these ranged units. Looks like my guns actually were shooting before I told them to move. And we'll see. It looks like we keep breaking them. Looks like they keep running away, and I have plenty of time on the game clock or on the battle timer. So, oops, what do we got out of here? Some more cavalry archers. Surprise, surprise. Coming in from my left flank. Let's see, archers, 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 and archers. So, yeah, it's definitely it can be tough to deal with all of that, but okay. So they are coming in for a charge here, and I wasn't able to get my guns moving. Oh, looks like they did run at the last second. So, yeah, that's the nice thing about guns is that they can break units. Oops, there we go. Yeah, they can break units, even if it's looking like kind of it's going to be a last second charge or something. They can come in there and take care of business. Now I'm in a tricky situation where they're just straight up on my flank right here, and I think my only option really is just to push on them and see if I can kind of move them off, because at this point I've pushed so far up that I'm surrounded. Maybe I can get another break, but it's going to be tough to get another break without getting close to them, right? So yeah, we'll see if we can get some shots in there. I can send these guys out there just to kind of help with that chase. And I wonder, are they shooting at my daimyo? Better not be shooting at my daimyo. Alright, and we'll see if we can get just kind of a general... Are they going to attack, or can we just kind of push them off? We just have to screen them away from us. So there we go. That's another break there. And that probably happened just from one volley of gunfire. And alright, we keep moving up. Looks like our archers are all out of ammo. But that's okay. I think if I keep on moving up slowly like this, got another cheeky charge in on my guns. So I haven't been really good at defending my guns in cases like this, but here, just turn them like that, like so, and they are running away, and they should win that easily. And now they're running away, and they are all running. Now was I able to catch anyone out here? Nope. Oh man, and they, oh shoot, that's not good. Let's see, how about this and this? If I can get these guys to come around, if I can just get these guys to run. They are uncertain. Actually, I think this calls time for my daimyo to get involved. If I can get my daimyo involved, if I can catch these guys, maybe put them in engage at will and chase them off, that might work. Okay. That's all fine for now. Let's keep moving my center up. Alright, what are we looking at over here? Alright, got these guys breaking, that's good, and let's see, they are still moving about. Let's see, I can probably have my daimyo try to chase him down, see if that works, and just keep chasing. And they should probably break soon. Yep, they're running away. And I can keep closing here and keep closing here. And battles like this obviously are tough because it's in a situation where I'm not really winning the financial game, because the kill ratio has, I said, pretty even losses for both sides. But I think just with the way that my economy is going and the way it's really about to be going, once I get my Christian funds coming in, that's going to be really good for me. And Takeda, just, there's no way around it. They're just on the losing end of the economy. They're not going to be able to keep on supporting battles like this. Obviously, I do want to have cleaner battles, but it's just really tough to fight battles like this when they have so many archers. There's not really a whole lot that I can do about that. I mean, with the way that I'm playing it. if I, wanted just to focus on having a bunch of heavy duty, hardcore, heavily armored infantry to just soak up all the arrows, that's one way to definitely do it. But oof, looks like we got another force over here coming over. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot of cavalry. Jeez. Okay, fine. I thought I was about done here, but apparently not. So let's get my soldiers in position. I still think I can beat this. I just, I have to take care of all these reinforcements first. Yeah, with the way it's going, I'm just, essentially breaking them as soon as they come onto the battlefield. So, yeah, hopefully it just keeps going that way for me. Oh, and they are coming from this side as well. Yeah, it's going to be tough. See, that's another tricky thing about reinforcements is that when they start coming up from different sides of the battlefield, it's like, oh, geez, okay, well, got some behind me, got some in front of me, so what do I do? This looks like be a larger force. I still think I can take it, but that's tricky because I can't, really time it well when I have troops coming behind me. So let's see. Yeah, not as much of a force coming from over here. Nothing too crazy. Just mostly archers, which is what scares me. So let's see if I can get my guns involved again. They still have ammunition. That's a good thing about them is that since they fire slower than archers, they hang on to their ammo longer than archers. So I'm gonna move them up and let's see if I can. If they're gonna move and try to take on my guns, I'm going to. See, I'm just gonna wait. Okay, good. Okay, that works. Looks like they are... I don't know what they're doing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong. Meant to get these guys. Alright, so now they are all running away again. That's the way that morale works, right? When people start running away, they all start running away. And now I have this group coming in behind me. Is it time for me to rotate? I think so. Okay, so I have these guys running away, so now I can rotate my forces and try to drive them off as well. They should be gone, hopefully. And then it's time to bring my guns around. Nodachi. And then I can have these guys, I can have them facing this way just to make sure and guard that direction. And Daimyo is still chilling out, so let's see. Let's see if we can get some good shots in with my guns. Where are they? They're still back here, so... yeah, if I can bring them here, get some shots in, that'll be good. And still have some archers behind me. I'm going to see if I can drive them off with my daimyo. And actually, see if I can also close off the retreat. So if I can break these guys, maybe I can get them with these guys coming in from the flanks. So daimyo's going to drive off the archers, and I can just keep pushing forward with my center. And let's see if I can... looks like I might not be able to catch them. They're just boogieing. They're going straight for the exit sign. And yeah, not going to be able to get a lot of them. Would have been really nice if I could have hung on to my cavalry. Oh man, that's something that I just, gosh, I can... it's not good at that. Just gotta be able to, hang on to my light cavalry to the end, because this is where they're useful. They're not It's not about making decisive engagements to break the enemy. That's not really what they're good at doing, but cleaning up these last remnants when everyone's just running away, that's what they're made for. So yeah, the kill ratio could have been a lot different if I just had that group of light cavalry to chase down all of these routing units. So see if I can learn that lesson eventually at some point in my life. Kill ratio, so not awful, you know, it wasn't my favor. I was able to kill 535 of theirs, lost 396 of mine. So, you know, 150, 130 about in my favor. Was able to gain some honor for a few of my soldiers. Got 2 honor gained from the Shiari Samurai. Bunch of honor, or, you know, 1 honor each from my Nodachi soldiers. Some more from a samurai, 1 for my guns. That's good. Guns got 32 kills. That's good. And let's see, these guns, less kills on them, 29 kills, but still, that's still something. So yeah, all right. Moving on. I was able to take Totomi again. Yeah, because I had it before. Another bunch of Koku pillaged, so that's good. Got a ninja, keeps on trying to creep in through Mikawa, so I got a ninja that I caught there. Alright, so definitely some banged up forces here. A bunch of, and this is where they're probably going to attack again because, you know, this is a big castle. They have 549 men here garrisoned here, and that's men that they don't want to lose freely. You know, they're just going to starve to death if they don't, you know, take Totomi back, which is probably why they abandoned Shinano to take Totomi in the first place. I still don't think I would have recommended that move, but that's what they went for. I can kind of see what they're going for. I can kind of see why they wanted to take Totomi back from me. In this case, they probably will try to do that again, quite frankly. And the way that works is, if they attack this province, you know, with these soldiers outside, you know, in Suruga right here, and they attack Totomi, well, these soldiers here in the castle are going to straight up rally out. So it's, you know, it's everyone against me. It's these soldiers, and these soldiers in the castle all against this force. So that's the way that works. However, in this case, I finally have enough reinforcements so I can just kind of park them here in Totomi. And that should be enough. I will need to spend some time on this army trying to make it presentable. It did get pretty banged up, that's for sure. But I can just merge a lot of these units and try to make them into a somewhat of a fighting force. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that, but I think that's it for... I'm going to take a look at my units and armies, and I'll see about ending this turn, okay? Okay, now I've just moved my reinforcements up to Totomi province. Lucky for me, I do have this port here, so I was just able to move a lot of my just newly produced units just right here in this province. They probably will not be able to take it back from me. And I think I was able to deal a good blow to Clan Takeda in this episode just by taking these 2 provinces, fought a couple battles. They lost a lot of men, and I think they did attempt a battle here against Clan Uesugi. If we take a look at the throne room, they were not able to take it. I don't know if they actually ended up fighting that or if they just ended up retreating, but in any case, they've lost territory this episode and they did not gain any. So they're in a rough situation. Oh, they also lost their daimyo, so Takeda Shingen himself is now the daimyo of the clan, so that, yeah, I mean, it makes him, he's hard to kill now for sure. That's one aspect of that, but I like the position that I'm in. Also, I'm glad that I was able to take Shinano for myself instead of let Uesugi have it, just because now I have a little bit more room here. As long as I can hold Shinano, Mino, and Echizen, and have kind of this like 3-province border from these, you know, Uesugi and Imagawa provinces, I have a little bit more breathing room down here where it's more of just a simple push. You know, I can take this, which will be sieged out in just 2 turns, easy, done. I can, you know, push on Suruga, push on Kai and Izu. Kai, which is the capital of the Takeda clan, so they have a lot of their infrastructures here in Kai. So if they lose this, they're in really, really big trouble, and that's probably going to happen in the next episode. As far as Uesugi goes, they might actually just keep hanging out here until like they frankly take care of Imagawa, because we are, you know, at war with them. I think they are at war, at least. Are they? No, so Uesugi's not at war with Clan Imagawa. So, yeah, maybe that's why. I guess they just, even though there's only one province left, and by being, like, by getting this province, they can combine these provinces with, you know, their other provinces here. I know they have access to their provinces through Noto and Sado, and they can go in through there, but, I don't know. It's just kind of weird that they haven't taken it yet. Obviously, because of having the emissaries here, that shows that they are looking at it, so hopefully they'll take it soon, and hopefully that kind of thins out these forces for me, honestly. But really the main plan is just keep pushing through the Takeda lands, hold with these provinces up here while I continue to build my infrastructure, and so on and so forth. Looks like I will be getting guns soon, or like good guns, muskets that is, and yeah, so that's all looking good. I'm still having Shinano this early makes me a little nervous, but that should work out to be okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed this episode, and until next time, this has been Khan of Step, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.